All right, today we'll be covering small blind versus cutoff, single raise pot facing flop, donk, and double barrels. This quiz focuses on situations in single raise pots between the small blind and cutoff, where the small blind has shown turn aggression after leading the flop. And yeah, we'll begin. So, first hero in the cutoff. We open for 2.25 big blind, small blind called, and the flop is a7-3 rainbow. Villain donks for quarter pot, we call, and turns at deuce, and villain pots. So what do we do with the following hands? We have sevens, ace queen off, ace 10 suited, pocket threes, pocket sixes, and the options are raise a call, raise, fold, call, call, fold. And yeah, go ahead and give it your try. You guys could discuss.
Do not have.
Does anyone want to give it a try, or?
Hi everyone. I guess let me.
I'd say 3-3s probably aren't in range as we're raising them on the flop.
There's no option for not in range.
Oh, right, there isn't. Okay, take it out.
Yeah, everything's in range.
Maybe we should be raising pocket 3 right now because we unblock his two pairs combos that can potentially call us.
Not quite. Why would we raise pocket threes and the pocket sevens?
Because pocket 7 we block his shot. I mean, we block his two pairs combos, and we block also some of his shot.
So if you look at the small blinds preflop range, there's not that many two pair combos on this board.
A small blind. A small blind flat. Go away.
Yeah, this is the small blinds range. Did you say raise or call for threes?
No, then it's not big. Small blind.
All right. We need you guys to talk, boys. Need other tries.
Ace 10 and 6s both block as straight draws. Not sure what that means where it goes in.
Okay, what's the most common straight draw on this board?
Well, the only one that he's got is 9-10. Oh, I guess, yeah, he turns a couple more, but on the flop. I guess he's got a sliver of 6-5 as well. But
Yeah.
9-10 is the most common.
Well, 9-10 is mainly a 3-bet pre-flop, so.
Yeah, it looks like 33% or so.
Okay, so between ace 10 and sixes, which one blocks more bluffs?
Sixes.
Yes, sixes blocks more bluffs. So what would you do with sixes here?
Just call.
We fold.
Yeah, you're blocking bluffs, right? And you're facing a polar line, so you would have to fold.
Oh, blocking bluff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what about the other hands?
This type of heart is interesting because having the heart, we block his bluff. We unblock his backdoor flush draw bluff or don't bet on the flop.
Good.
So, and if you remind us that 9-10 suited is a 3-bet pre-flop, so he doesn't. We also we don't block his bluff neither at all. So I guess ace 10 is a better call than ace queen, because ace queen, I think ace queen is call or fold, and ace 10 is a better call because ace queen having the diamond and the club, we block some of his don't bet on the flop.
Yeah, good. So ace 10 would be a call. Okay. One other thing with ace 10 suited is that when the river comes 6 or jack, we could turn into a bluff if we don't if we face aggression. That's the another difference between ace 10 and ace queen. So ace queen would be call fold. So between sevens and threes, which one would be pure raise?
If you say the 7-8 is not in range, then we should raise more 7. But it could be don't betting 6-7, or if he has 6-7 in range, it could be also don't betting 7, but when we block 7, then block his potential triple barrel.
Okay, what's the main difference between sevens and threes?
7s beat 3s, but 7s block 7.
Okay, yes. Seven is stronger than threes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the difference is sevens is a pure raise because it's you get value from the lower sets like threes and deuces, but when you have threes, opponent will have if you pure raise this combo like threes, you isolate yourself against sevens and eights, and which you lose to. That's why we pure raise sevens because we get value from threes and deuces, but threes you can only get isolated against the better sets. All right. Any questions? Any questions before we move on?
No.
All right. Let's take a look at the sim. Here, we face a quarter pot donk, and we call the tens of deuce. We face a pot size bet, and you can see here that threes is sometimes call, sometimes raise, and sevens are pure raising, and ace 10 of heart we pure continue because we unblock bluffs and we could bluff some straight card rivers. And sixes, yeah, we pure 4 6s because we're blocking too many of the villains bluffing range like 5-6 suited. And ace queen is indifferent because we unblock some bluffs, but we can't really improve on river that we could bluff on, like ace 10. All right, moving on. All right, here same situation. This time the board is 7-6 deuce rainbow. Villain donks for half pot, and we called. Turns a 9. Villain checks. We bet half pot, and he raises to a big size. And what do we do with the following hands? We have ace 9 suited, jack 10 suited, 9s, kings, and 6s. And the option for the choices are call, fold, call, raise all in, fold, and 9 range. And yeah, go ahead.
I mean, 9s is a easy or it's 6, 7.
Wait, what did you say about 9s?
9s we beat 6 and 7. Yeah. It's small blind, right? It's 6, 7 in range for small blind. I mean, we beat a lot of his, right? We beat all the 9 set. Pocket 6, pocket deuce, and pocket 7s. So I guess with 9s we can go all in.
Okay, good. Yep, 9's pure value jam. We get value from the other lower sets.
Well, we fold is Jack 10 is not in range perhaps because we can check back on the turn.
Yes, that is correct.
I'm not sure what we follow up on the turn by betting Jack 10 will be right. Kings is fold. Ace 9 is a call fold because we block 9, so we get calling. And because we have to join, we are not bad in range. We still play strong hand. So pocket 6 I would call, and kings I would fold because the difference between top and the kings is that top I blocked set 9s as well. And I mean we can see the other way around as well. That we ace 9, we block 8 9 as well. So
okay.
But I will fold using ace 9 perhaps because of blocking some of John bluffs 8.
Yeah, so you said 6s is a call, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6s is a call because when you raise, you'll just get better sets to call you. So pure calling here is with 6s is good. And so between ace 9 suited and kings, which one is a pure fold? Which one blocks the more bluffs?
Well, ace 9 block more bluff, but also block some value hand.
Why would ace 9 block more bluffs?
Ace 9 blocks some 9 turn into bluff. This side 9. That.
Yeah,
but ace 9 definitely blocks some value hands like pocket.
Okay, so ace 9, yeah. So ace 9 is a pure fold here because it's blocked. The main bluff in villain's line would be 9x. Is it's not blocking value, it's blocking bluff.
Okay.
Yeah, and kings would be different. Yep, kings is not blocking that many bluffs, but it's not blocking value neither. So we'll call sometimes or fold sometimes. Any questions? Alright, cool. We'll look at the sim. So here you can see on the turn, villains raising 10-9 suited and 8-9 suited as bluff. Those are the main bluffs. So that's why ace-9 suited is a pure fold when we face a raise, because we're blocking their bluffs. And yep, here when we face the raise, kings is indifferent because we're blocking some king x bluffs, but not that many. And nines we just pure jam because we could get value from all the lower sets. And sixes we pure call because no point in raising when you only get called by better hands and fall worse. And jack 10 suited is not in range because on the turn we'll be mainly using a we'll be betting quarter pot instead of half pot, or we'll be checking because we're blocking folds. Alright, next one. So same situation, this time the board is 9-8 deuce rainbow. Villain dunks for quarter pot, we called, turns a 4 diamond, villain 2x pot. And what do we do with the following hands? We have 6-7 suited, ace-9 off, king-jack suited, deuces. And the options are not in range, call, fold, and call, fold. Go ahead, boys.
Maybe 6-7 not in range, cause with the straight draw and flush draw we can raise the flop.
Any other idea?
I think deuces are the raise on the flop.
Okay, why would you raise deuces?
We get value from all the pairs that he's got, all of his straight draws.
Yeah, good. Yep. Deuces is a pure raise on the flop, so it's not in range. How about all these hands on the turn?
Six, seven would block some of his bluffs. I suppose that's the fold. King Jack would be the call. And ace nine is indifferent.
Okay, why would ace 9 be indifferent?
I'm not exactly sure. It was the one that was left.
Okay, and anyone else?
I would call ace and call, and I mean I would call more ace 9 and 7 suit, because I mean king jack will also block some of bluff. I know 10 jack is a free bet from even from small blind. 10 jack is it a free bet? It's not 100% free bet. 10 jack from
Yeah, King Jack is a mixed pre-flop. We'll have some flats.
10 jack. I mean from the small blind. 10 jack from the small blind we have some flat, right?
Yes. It's mostly three
It's
bet.
that one.
Yeah, we'll have some flats. Yes.
So 10
But we
jack
have
is
we have the jack of diamonds, right? So 10 jack of diamonds would be one of his over bets, right?
Yeah.
And we block that.
And also we have a no-nut draw, so I guess I mean from the previous gears I saw that we call more the straight draw than no-nuts.
So what will you guys
So
say King Jack is?
I fold more king
So you would fold King Jack?
and call 4-7 and call ace 9 because we unblock all the bluff. Ace 9 or without any diamond, and I'm blocking all the straight draw as well. So I call ace 9, I call 4-6-7, and I fold king jack because we have more nutted out.
Okay, yes, King Jack is a fold, but give me the other reasons. Why would you fold King Jack suited instead of these two hands?
We block more bluff with king jack as he highlighted. We block jack, and also we have Lihipa and potentially barreling with a hand that dominate us. Ace executed. Some of his eggs in the flatting range.
Some of his
AX in his flatting range, and
you mean his nut flush draws?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So King Jack shooter is a pure fold here because we'll have better flush draws to continue. We could continue with the nut flush draw, or the ones that has a pair with it, like 9x of diamonds. So King Jack we could just pure fold because we already have enough flush coverage on the river. So this one is just pure fold. So between 6-7 suited and ace 9 off, which one would be a pure call, and which one would be indifferent?
I think ace 9 would be a pure call because we can block all the bluffs, and 6-7 also kind of sucks because like if he's bluffing queen jack, we get like dominated, and also like the flush outs aren't great.
Yeah.
So I think ace 9 would be the pure call, and then 6-7 would be the color fold. His value range is probably like 9-8 or sets too, so we just like heavily block it with ace 9.
So not quite. So this one would be the main difference between these two hands would be on the river. Which one of these hands would be easier to bluff on the river?
Seven, we can.
I feel like it would be pretty close because like a 9 isn't that hard to bluff, and then like he never has the ace of spades, so it's kind of like pretty similar. Routine bluffing. Like he doesn't really have any of these cards in his bluffs.
Okay, but which one can improve against like sets more often?
6-7.
Yeah,
Only 6-7.
yeah. So, and which like when you think of villain's range, he's either 2x potting sets or has like straight draws or flush draws. So against that range, ace nine off actually is not that good because against sets you're dead and you could get a lot of rivers that could make your hand bad and you can't call. So 6-7 here would be the better call because you're blocking most of the front door flush bluffs, and you could improve to 6 outs against sets. I mean 8 outs against sets, and you could bluff diamond rivers when it comes. So yeah, ace-9 off would be different and 6-7 would be pure call. Any questions before we look at the sim?
But wouldn't 6-7 also, yeah, like not be great because like on the 10, a lot of his bluffs are going to be queen jack, and then there's also like the flush rivers, which are like, so you just get dominated a shit ton when you do hit, like you're,
Yeah,
great.
we could show this sim and look at villain's main bluffing range on the turn.
Okay.
Yeah. 4th diamond. Yeah, so if we look at turn, villain's main bluffs are like the nut flush draws, ace-5 diamonds, ace-10 diamonds, ace-jack diamonds, ace-6 of diamonds, and some 5-6 suited. And his value is deuces and 4s, and of course ace and 9s. And yeah, he would be 2x potting some jack 10 suited as well, so that's why the king jack suited is not that good. And yes, villain does have queen jack suited in their bluff, but when they miss mainly because like on a lot of rivers, even on 10 you get cooled up by queen jack, but like on like let's say on a blank or non-diamond river you could bluff out those hands. That's what makes 6-7 better than ace-9 off.
But can't like ace-9 bluff out those hands just as well because you block the value and he never has ace of spades in his bluffing range?
Yeah, but ace-9 suited is you actually don't need to bluff because you already beat those bluffs. That's why it's indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess also the queen jack cooler is not that bad if he only has like one combo, right? Because it's only suited and he's not betting it every time. So
Yeah.
if it would be a lot worse.
And I think also, like, you're just like, he's so polar that you don't, like, raw hand value doesn't matter. Like, ace-9 and 6-7 are like the same because when he checks, he gets up. And when he doesn't check, you will lose with ace-9, right?
I think the other thing was I thought like pocket 9s and 9-8 would 2x a lot, but it looks like they're barely 2xing. So I think if they 2x like pure or something, then ace-9 would be a lot better because you just block like 75% of the value.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So like with ace-9 off, like against sets you will never improve, and against like combo draws your equity is not that good. But whereas 6-7 you could improve on like a 5 or 10 against sets, and you could bluff all the diamond combos when the diamond miss. Yeah. That's any questions? On this one?
Should we bluff? I mean, just on the river, should we really? I mean, at which frequency should we bluff on Diamond River? Because as you highlighted, most of his bluff include a lot of diamond.
Yes. So
If
on
he want to put his bunch on the river and check on the Diamond River.
yeah, on the river, all his flushes will be jamming for value. There will not be any checking with them. So when they check, it's mainly the sets that's checking. So when you have 6-7 suited, you just try to bluff those sets out. If that makes sense.
How often is he checking the river on a diamond? Like, is he even checking? It's probably like super low, cause like.
Yeah, like let me show the river report. Let's see.
In game, I checked the diamond on the river.
Let's see, turn willing to X pot, and let's say we call and let's say like let's go to river report and look.
I guess also the other thing I didn't notice about 6-7 is like the hands that you beat with ace-9, you can just bluff 6-7 alpha, so it's like you don't need the showdown. Like when it comes brick, he's just gonna bet it all his value and like have give ups, so you can just like jam your 6-7 and fold out his give ups anyway.
Yeah.
Or whatever, bet your 6-7.
Yeah.
So like the 9 doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's correct. That is correct.
I mean, on the Diamond River, we can also give him two strategy, right? Whether he jam himself or he can also check. He can. What happens if he checks or he blocks the river?
Do you are you asking what if he checks the river or blocks the river?
Yeah.
Um,
I would bluff him 6-7. Let's say it's a low river. Let's say the tree of diamond. The tree of diamond was. Yeah. Let's say it's a tree of diamond.
yeah, like if like I look at the river report before. It's taking too long to load, but like I remember all his flushes are jamming. Like there's no checking their flushes. So when they check, it's mainly their value, like the sets. So when they check, you just have to like almost bluff 6-7 suited every time if they check.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if they block,
There won't be any blocking, I don't think. When you take this polar line, you just like you will not use block on the river.
Well, on a diamond river, it's hard to find bluffs, right? It's only like queen jack, jack 10, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, on the diamond, they're just mainly, when they jam, it's just mainly flushes.
And then you think they check sets?
And yeah, and they're like their sets they will check, and they will probably have some bluffs. Alright,
Yeah, I guess it just has to be queen jack, jack 10 because there's.
yeah. Alright, we'll give it a few more minutes. If it's not gonna load, we'll just move on. Oh, it's frozen. Alright, finally. So wait, how do you, let's say on the 3 of, specific hand, wait, six, seven club. Okay, does anyone know how to use the river report? Because this is my first time using this. Look at this.
click on it. I don't need to press.
Wait, hold up.
What are you trying to see? I think you have it right.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if like a diamond comes on the river to show you guys.
So press river on the right,
Press river on the right. This.
like on the column. Yeah, you can sort there. Press the river, like the word river.
Okay.
Well, do it again. Maybe it'll help. Oh no. So you're just trying to see on a diamond river what your hand does is
Yeah.
specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, so you have 6-7 of clubs, and like the strategy is on the table on the right. So like there's a lot of zeros, right? So 6-7 of clubs is always bluffing basically.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
On like
Yeah.
the queen of diamonds, or the king of diamonds, it's gonna bluff, or any diamond.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. Like on the diamond, if they check, you just have to like bluff, like mainly bluff it, and you give up on some rivers. But yeah, most rivers you would just bluff 6-7 suited. But yeah, that's the main thing I want to show you guys for this. Any more questions?
Does mean that on the 3 of diamond we don't bluff, right? I can't be very party.
We'll be bluffing.
Only the green ones, or
The
we're
green
betting only on the green ones.
the green ones are like so like on the 7 you just on the 7 and 6 you skip up sometimes, and because you miss some of the bluffs, and on the 10 you just pure value jamming because you have straight. On the 5 you have a straight as well. Yeah, but on the other ones, the most like most of the deck, when it comes out you just have to bluff your 6-7 suited when they check. Does that make sense? Any?
Yeah, because you unblock all the like jack 10, queen jacks and stuff, so you want to bluff the lower stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't have to jam.
I don't think so. Like when they're super polar and they check, I think you can go something small, unless it's like a flush river, then you gotta like jam because then you want to set to fold.
Just to follow the cards. Just follow his bluff, but
Yeah, you don't always jam, but you would mainly jam, or you would bet like big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's a brick river, then if it out of position checks and in position, can just like bet small, right? Because it's just mostly air.
On the brick, let's see, like a deuce of spade.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would just bet like
Quarter pot or something, or half pot.
it's just like half pot, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions before we move on? Alright, let's move on. Same situation again. This time the flop is Jack 6-5 rainbow. Villain dunks for a quarter pot. We called. Turns the ace of club. Villain 2x pot again. And what do we do with the following hands? Jack 7 suited, ace queen off, king 9 suited, and pocket tens. We have call, fold, 9 range, and call, fold. Alright, let's start with the 9 range. This ones will be easy.
King 9. King 9 not in range.
That's no, the king 9 is in range. This one is above preflop. Which one's not in range preflop?
Right.
Should be fairly easy, guys. Which one's not in range?
that's it.
Jack
Yeah,
7.
same.
Yeah, we never opened this in the cutoff. So
That's weird.
And yeah, I missed the pre-flop.
Okay.
okay, what do we do with the ace queen off, king 9 suited, and pocket tens between call fold and call fold?
So what's his value here? Like sets again? Like ace jack? He's like not really going thinner than that, I think.
Yeah. His value range would be sets and 2 pairs.
And 2 pairs.
Yep.
Call with 9 obviously because we can bluff on straight river, 10 or on a 10 or 4 river, and so clubs.
Okay, okay,
Jack 6.
Okay, so you guys need to think about what are villain's main bluffs in this line on the turn.
Probably flush draws.
Okay, good. So which one of these would block the most bluffs?
King 9.
Yep. What would that be?
Wait, sorry, what did you say? Why would that be?
Yeah. Besides, which card would be the like is the king club bad or is the 9 club bad for blocking bluffs?
They're both kind of. Can you spell the range real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both pretty bad. The king
Yeah.
blocks the nuts, but the 9 also blocks the straight.
Yeah, here's the range.
Okay, so he has like way more king than 9, right? So I guess the king would be worse. He has like just ace 9 and 10-9.
Yeah, the both Yeah, both card would be bad in this case because it's the
Yeah.
villain's main bluff would be king queen off and some 9x of clubs hands and some 9-8 suited.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one will be pure fold. Even though it's not a flush draw, we won't improve that often on the river, and we're blocking all their bluffs, most of their bluffs.
That's crazy, actually, that you fold in position with the nuts, because you just block so many bluffs.
Yeah. So between ace queen and tens, which one would be pure call and which one would be indifferent?
Ace queen's probably the call because it can improve to beat two pair.
But if you said the main bluff is king queen off, then probably
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
queen is really bad.
that's true.
That is true. Yes, ace queen would be indifferent because although you're blocking like ace jack two pairs, but the queen you just block like a lot of the bluffs, so it'd be indifferent. And why would tens would be a pure call here?
We block
We
both
can
the
improve, but rarely, and then we can bluff, I guess, on a bunch of runouts.
Yeah, what would we bluff on rivers like?
Like a king,
I think like queen.
king queen, flush, I guess.
Yeah, we would just bluff mainly on club rivers when they check, and we are unblocking the king queen bluffs like we said. So tens is a pure call here, actually. Even though the board is pretty bad for tens. Yeah, we'll take a look at the sim.
So these small blind spots are just a lot different than big blind because the range is so tight that you have to like fold like way more. It looks like.
Yeah. When you look at the small blinds range preflop is condensed, so it's way different from the big blind. But yeah. Donks have pot called turns the ace club. And yeah, here you can see king queen mostly takes the polar line 2x pot as a bluff, and their value would be ace jack suited, and of course 5s and 6s, the sets. And here when we face this polar line, king 9 suited we pure folded because we block all the king queen bluffs and the 9x bluffs, and ace queen off is different because we're blocking some bluffs, but we also have like 2 pair outs against ace jack, and we beat some of their bluffs like the deuces and threes previously shown. Yeah, they would turn deuce and threes into bluffs sometimes too. And a9 suited, the gut shot plus a flush draw is one of the main bluffs.
So if we have like king 3, we're calling for sure on the turn, right? Because we block way less bluffs.
King 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would just pure call king 3 clubs.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, you can see 10. This combo of tens is a pure call because we could bluff on like the club rivers and we unblock all the king queen bluffs. So even though like on this board it looks scary for tens, but it's when you think about the range, is not that scary. But yeah, all the tens with club are pure calling. If without club you just have to fold because you can't bluff the club rivers. Okay, any questions?
Just wondering on the river, on the third barrel, like a pot size barrel, we just
Couldn't quite hear what you said.
on a blank river, if he pulled the third barrel, we just need to fold pocket head.
Are you asking on the brick river and they barrel? Do you fold pocket tens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could let's say like a deuce on the river and they go like all. Let's say they go all in, and yeah, we just pure fold pocket tens at that point because there's not much we could do.
But even if he block, they do like a block with
A block bet?
just have yeah.
Yeah, there's no block bet on the when you like whenever you take the polar line, you will never block bet on the river. You would just go pot or bigger.
Pop river with
Yeah, but yeah, even facing a pot, we're folding pocket tens, pure fold pocket tens.
Yeah, if you like 2x pot the turn, you're basically repping like nuts or air, so you're never gonna want to block bet like a feature straight.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like, hands.
Yeah, this yeah.
especially we can still have the 9 set. We can still have all the set that he doesn't. We still have a couple pairs in.
Yeah, we'll have two pairs. We'll have sets. Yeah, you see, we have all the ace five, ace six, two pairs, ace jack. We have aces and jacks, and also we have fives and sixes, of course. So any more questions on this one? All right, cool. Move on to the last question. Same thing, we open the cutoff, small blind calls, and the flop is 10-9-4 rainbow. Now villains dunks or 4 overbet, and we called. And turn 3 of spade, villain pots. And what do we do with the following hands? We have king 10 off, jacks, 6-4 suited, king 10 suited, and queen jack off. And the option would be call, fold, raise all in, 9 range, and call.
I saw from the previous sim that we raise all in with 6-4 suited because we block set of fours and we can fold better flush draw and we have redraw to flush. I think 6-4 suited. We should raise all in.
Yes, that is correct. Blocking pocket fours is the main thing here, and even if you get called, you have the front door equity to on the river to help you improve. Good.
And we fold out like better flush draws.
Yeah, well, you actually want those flush draws to call you, but we'll fall.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we'll fall better hands like ace four suited. That's the main thing that folds. That's better than this hand. How about the other ones?
We fold jacks, just blocking the queen jack bluff.
Not quite. What would be villains big bluffs here on this board?
Jack queen.
If you look at the pre-flop range, they don't have that much jack queen jack.
It would it be worse to have the king of spades then?
Why would it be worse to have the king of spade?
Because you're blocking with like king queen of spades and king jack of spades.
Yeah, but the king of clubs also blocks the king queen of clubs, king jack clubs though.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the main difference between king queen off and king 10 suited here on this board?
Did you say the difference between queen jack and king 10?
No, king 10 off and king 10 suited on this board.
Oh, well, king 10 suit or off blocks more bluffs on the turn.
Not quite. What would be okay? What would be villain's value range here on the flop?
Probably 2 plus. I don't know if you can bet like ace 10 or something for this size.
Yes, 2 pair plus. So so when you look at the king 10 off and king 10 suited, which one blocks the 10-9 suited?
Oh yeah, okay. The clubs.
Yeah. So the main difference would be king 10 suited. This one blocks the 10-9 clubs, but the king 10 off, the 9 diamonds is on the board. So 10-9 diamonds is not there anymore. So king 10 off would be worse. So yeah, that's why king 10 off is not in range, because we just fold the flop against the overbet.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so these 3 hands, which one would pure for on the turn? Between jacks and king 10 suited and queen jack. Okay, which one of these hands blocks the most bluffs out on this board?
Jacks blocks the most bluffs. No.
Yeah, but we also said they don't have a lot of.
Jack, yeah, there are a lot of jack X.
Yeah, they're not bluffing like a lot of queen jack. What other hands are they might be bluffing with on this board?
King queen.
King queen.
Yep, king queen with the main bluff, and king jack would also be a main bluff. So king 10 suited is the worst of these 2 hands because you're blocking all the bluffs, and you beat no value hands. You're dead against sets. And between jacks and queen jack, which one would be pure continue?
Queen, because we can bluff on reversal.
Did you say queen jack?
Yeah, because we can bluff spade river and we have draw to the nuts here.
Yeah, but But you have a lot of queen jack off though. Are you gonna continue off them?
No, continue with the one with spade, so I can bluff on.
Yeah, but
river.
you would have a lot of combos of those two though.
Yeah, 3 of them. Well, I mean, s- s- having the spade allow us to bluff the river on a spade, and having the heart is good because we unblock the diamond club beat on the flop with, right? The king queen with the queen of diamond club that
Yeah.
they may have bet the flop with. So we unblock some of this bluff by having the queen of heart instead of queen of diamond club, and we also can whip flush on the river with the
Yeah,
So
yeah.
think-
The that part on the where you could bluff the flush on the river with the spade is correct, but you have all like a lot of combos of queen jack, so you cannot pure continue every time with the queen jack off.
I mean, queen jack off with heart and spade is good, and of course, queen jack of spade is right. So three combos of three combos of queen jack that I think we should consider at a high frequency. Of course, the combo draw, queen jack of spade, and also queen jack with heart and spade, because heart unblock his bluff, the queen of diamond. King queen with queen of diamond and king queen with queen club. It unblocks those bluff as well.
And William will be bluffing every like a lot of the king queen combo, so the queen would you will actually block some bluffs. But yeah, you're right about the spade. Like having the jack of spade is good because you can bluff spade rivers. But for queen jack off, you have a lot of combos to choose from because you open all of them in the cutoff. So you would just choose some of them to call, and you fold some of them. And why would jacks be a pure call here?
I guess you can bluff a bunch of run-ups because you're gonna double block the straight.
Um. Well, what did we say was villain's main bluff on the on this board?
Oh. Queen jack, king jack. Yes.
It was king queen and king queen mostly. Yeah. So why is jacks good against king queen?
Blocks is out.
Yeah, you're blocking his straight outs, and when with jacks you unblock all the king queen bluffs. With queen jack you're blocking some of them, and even against 10-9 suited you could improve on a lot of rivers like a 4 or 3 or like a jack. So yeah, jacks would be a pure call here because you could still beat two pairs on a lot of rivers, and you unblock all the king queen bluffs, and you block their straight outs. And yeah, that's it. Any questions on this one? Alright, we'll look at the sim. Willen dunks for overbet. And we called the 3 of spade. And yeah, here you can see king queen off mostly goes for the pot size bluff, and some king jack king jack and king queen is like king queen off, king queen suited, king jack suited all takes this line. And versus this pot size bet, we'll pure continue all the jacks because we unblock all the king queen bluffs like we said, and we're blocking their jack out, and we have decent equity against 10-9 suited. And so yeah, 6-4 spade is a pure jam because we're blocking fours and we could improve even when we get called by the sets and 2 pairs on flush rivers. And yeah, king 10 suited we just pure fold because we're blocking all their king queen bluffs and king jack bluffs. And queen jack off in different here, as you can see. All the ones with the queen of spade are the mainly continue ones, and the jack of spade we just continue some of them and we fold some of them.
What do we do on a just enough? Is man bluff a king queen? I mean, I guess on a jack river we just need to call off, right? Because we beat all the value hands that hit.
Are you say on a jack river?
On a jack river, his jams. Either, I mean, 2 scenario, right? Jack river or jack and flush competing river.
Yeah. So you wanna see which one you wanna like? You wanna see on a flush river what they do, or like what you trying?
On a jack, on the jack of spade river or jack of club river, what do? Any jams?
Any jams? Okay.
He's not gonna jam worse than jacks on like a jack of spades river though, right? Like, so you don't beat value.
On they
And
they
he's
they
bluff up there, right?
yeah on their like on a spade river they were actually like yeah they wouldn't jam the sets. It would be mostly a half pot bet. If I didn't, yeah, 9s and 10s are betting half pot mostly, and they jam sometimes. Yeah, they jam sometimes, and 4s is mostly blocking. And they would jam king queen of course. So yeah, you want to see if they jam. Yep, you just have to pure call jacks on the jack of spade river when they jam.
You just have to call.
Yeah, you have to call jacks every time.
Yeah. Also have the fourth note. A random jack river. Jack. You just have to call down. I if you hit upset on the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Any other questions? Any more questions before I start recording? All right, cool. Let's see. Make sure we get everything right. Yep, we got everything right, and I'm gonna stop recording now.